Money can't buy it, I can't use it. I'm so glad we're rich. What good's wealth if you don't abuse it? I'm so glad we're rich. They say it can't buy happiness, but money can keep us together. They say it can't buy love, I guess, but money still makes love so much better. If money can't buy it, I don't want it. I'm so glad we're rich. The key is how you spend and flaunt it. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm so glad we're rich. I'm just glad we're rich.
Hello, Mr. Bannister, sir. It's
Surely.
time to start the program.
Excellent.
We've got guests waiting in the wings. Would you like me to bring them out?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Let me go get
them. Well, not until after the monologue.
Oh, we've still got to do
Have
that.
a seat. One of the first
I'll wait
things
here.
I wanted to talk about today, as you know, I'm president of Bannister Stairs.
Yes,
we make designer stairs.
I would know that.
Yes, you would know that. We're working with Apple to design a new eye stair.
An eye stair?
Yes, you know.
Do you stare at people?
No, you know they have iPhones, and this will be an eye
iMacs
stair.
and iPads?
Basically, it's the same as our regular stairs, but it costs 5 times more.
Because
It's an eye stair.
it's got more technology involved?
No, not really. Our motto is going to be, why pay less?
I like that.
Yes. Now, the one enhancement we do have is it has softer steps, each step on the stair.
Or softer, so you sink into them?
Yes, they're covered with eye padding.
Eye padding, of course.
Yes, to make the stairs softer.
Much better. Is there a mouse
So
that goes on
stair,
them?
but again, it's still in development.
Right, but it'll cost more.
And then I have an item here straight from actual news.
Really? This is real actual news?
Yes, in Coconut Grove, Florida, a man stole a resident's peacock.
A resident's peacock?
Yes, they have it on security camera video with the man scooping up and stealing the peacock while angry birds chase him.
Wow, I would think so. So what happened then?
Police are looking for him. I mean, what kind of person would commit such a foul deed?
Yeah, that is awful. That is awful.
I don't know.
On all counts.
What kind of man would steal another man's peacock?
Who knows?
You know. Now, I guess if he wanted to eat it, that would make him a peacock.
A peacock, yes.
Yes. Or if he was going to use the feathers to decorate a timepiece,
that would make it
a peacock.
A peacock for the timepiece.
Now, luckily, the authorities, the police, do have a person of interest.
They do?
Yes. NBC.
NBC, because that's their logo.
Because that's their logo there.
Sure.
See.
Well, that's good. But
that part is just a joke. It's not actual.
Well, luckily we've got guests, so we can end this sooner.
Yes. Well, sooner rather than later. And then finally.
There's more?
Yes, as you know, in the Bannister store, we sell my own personal line of men's fragrances.
Yes, aloof and smug.
Smug and aloof, and condescension for women.
That's right.
Where they can actually smell you looking down your nose at them.
It's a big seller, isn't it?
Yes. Now, unfortunately, a woman had an allergic reaction.
Oh, is she suing?
Yes. Well, not yet. We're still in negotiations. But ever since news of that came out, cologne sales have taken a nosedive.
They've taken a nosedive. Sure
Yes.
They would.
Now it turns out we did add a new ingredient that may have set her off. A new ingredient from Egypt, actually.
Yeah. Well, why would you change it?
Well, we thought that this would help, but apparently not. Pheromones.
Pheromones?
Yes, that we added to the cologne.
Pheromones.
So that may have been what she was. See, because pharaohs were from Egypt. And just.
Yeah, that's a long way to go for that. Oh,
well.
It's clear all the way to Egypt.
It sounds like that joke actually drew pharaoh moans.
Lots of moans, I gotta say.
Goodness.
So can we bring the guest out? There's nothing else to be said, is there?
No, it couldn't hurt.
Good. Let me get them for you.
Okay, please. particularly delighted to have with us here today. I'm sorry, who are you?
Evermore Paranormal. I'm Suzanne.
Oh, you're not Evermore Paranormal.
No. Well, you might as well be.
You're Suzanne. And your cohort?
Jim.
Jim, yes. Excuse me. Welcome to another exciting episode. We're here today with Jim and Suzanne from the Evermore Paranormal Network. Yes, thank you for coming. Now, you are an Evermore Paranormal Network. Is that because there are two of you?
Well, we were joking about that the other day, that we're a paranormal.
You are a pair of normal, okay. And the Evermore, is that like, quote, the Raven?
No,
Edgar Allan Poe?
that would be Nevermore.
Evermore. Oh, so it's like the battery.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, wait, that's Ever Ready. Oh, okay. This is Evermore. So what is the Evermore Paranormal Network?
Well, it's a TV show.
It's a TV show, okay.
That it's a talk show where we have guests on to talk about their paranormal experiences.
Oh, paranormal.
Yes.
As in
ghosts.
beyond normal. Okay.
And we have them come on, either we have people come on, just anybody that's had a story, an experience with a ghost.
With a ghost.
Sometimes aliens. That we're not really into the alien aspect of it. We're really focused on the ghosts.
Okay, so you're not probing the alien abductions.
Not really, but we've actually learned with guests that have come on that a lot of them had alien encounters early on.
Alien encounters, okay.
He actually, his first paranormal experience was an possible alien encounter.
I see.
UFO sighting.
UFO sighting.
So you talk to people about their paranormal experience, and what type of paranormal experiences have these people had?
Oh, it ranges from seeing a ghost to, like I said, alien abductions, all different kinds of things. What have some of the guests told us, some of the stories?
Well, they see apparitions or ghosts, and sometimes it's reoccurring, sometimes it's not, just every once in a while, and then they hear things, and they can't explain what they hear.
I see.
It's something
much like the monologue. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
We've learned that a lot of people that have the experiences have them early, between say age 8 and 12.
Between
They're
8 and 12.
8 and 12 years old. That's what usually starts it. Mine was a near-death experience at age 8.
Goodness.
I almost drowned, and during the near-death experience, I was seeing a reel-to-reel movie of my loved ones. I was basically, now I look back, and it was probably that I was saying goodbye, because I was hugging each of my loved ones, my pets, my grandma, mom, dad, and it was a black and white movie. But you might say it was a real experience. It was, yes, it was a reel and a reel-to-reel.
Yes, that's where I was going with that. Thank you. Yes, I like the cut of your jib, and I don't know what a jib is, but I like it. Anyway, continue.
Oh.
You were drowning.
Yes, well, I was drowning, all right, but the worst thing was, during this movie that I was seeing, the devil appeared.
The devil.
The devil, the stereotypical devil that you usually think of that's red with horns and a tail. Now, the movie was black and white, and it was happy. I was saying goodbye. I was only 8. I didn't have much of a movie to watch. The devil was peeping in during the movie. So, obviously, I didn't drown.
But
that wasn't the end of the story.
It wasn't.
No, because soon after, the devil started appearing in my mirror in my bedroom. And I lived in the apartment for 10 more years. I was 8, so 8 to 18. And the devil, anytime I looked into my bedroom mirror, I would morph into the devil that I saw.
Yes.
For 10 years, I dealt with that.
Which is why I never look into mirrors.
It didn't do it anywhere else, just the one mirror.
So now you have the Paranormal News Network, or just the Paranormal Network, the Evermore Paranormal Network.
Right.
Okay. And you brought some artifacts with you?
What would you like me to talk about first? You want me to talk about this globe?
Okay, that is a snow globe, right?
A snow globe.
Okay.
And it's also musical, which is important to the story.
Okay.
I turned it on just it shouldn't take long.
It plays Alley Cat. Okay.
Yes, it does. It plays Alley Cat.
Okay,
so,
well, that doesn't seem supernatural.
And it should stop, really. And you know what? Basically, I was in an antique mall, and I was upstairs all alone about 3 in the afternoon. All of a sudden, I started hearing this playing. So, so I followed the sound. I found this, and it was like $30. I didn't want to spend $30 on it. I do collect haunted objects.
Yes.
But I thought, I really didn't like it. I don't like it. I think it's kind of tacky looking.
Exactly.
And it didn't have a song that I related to either. So I just took a picture of it. When I got home, I uploaded the picture because I am writing a book on haunted objects. And about 10 feet away behind this globe is a woman. And she was like, she was short, had like kind of like a perm. She was older. I think she might have been Asian. She had Asian-looking eyes.
She wasn't in the photo.
She wasn't upstairs.
She wasn't there when you took the photo.
Right, right. So of course I went back and bought it then. Then it was like, okay, I had to have it.
I see.
So that definitely has, it's probably that woman that I saw that's
because
attached to
it's
that.
haunted.
Yeah, but you know, when I took it home, I bought it, took it home, it hasn't done anything since.
Okay.
So
you were scammed by this
ghost upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you an attorney?
No.
Because they say possession is 9/10 of the law.
Oh yes.
See, and if this thing were truly possessed, then it would help to be
exactly
a member of the bar.
Yes.
Just a little Bannister humor. Now, do you work out often?
Work out? No, not much.
So you don't exorcise regularly?
No, but we should.
Yes, I see. Okay.
We exercise when we ghost hunt. Believe me, it's more physical than you would think.
Okay. Now what else?
You know, you got to run. I'm joking.
Yes.
You got to run away a lot.
Yes. Now, what else do you have for us here?
Okay. Well, let me talk about this book.
It's a book.
It's a book, and it's a book on Wicca, witchcraft.
I see.
And our other show that we do, I don't know if you want me to hold it or.
Well, that isn't necessarily paranormal, is it?
No, it all kind of runs together. I mean ghost hunters, anywhere you go. I mean, a book, but I mean ghost hunters, witches, psychics. They all are usually at the same conventions.
Okay. So what's
special about this?
Yes.
Okay, so we have another show that we, besides the studio show, it's called Evermore Paranormal Road Trip.
Yes.
And we've already been out in the field and filmed a whole bunch of episodes. And this was at the first place that we filmed for the show.
Right.
It's going to be the premiere for the show, which will probably come out in July. So this is it's called the Crystal Wand in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It's a metaphysical store. So anyway, we were interviewing the owner, talking about all the stuff that they have and the lectures and so on. Then I was talking to the psychic, who's been my own personal psychic for years.
Okay.
She told me that one of the things that happens at the store all the time is they come in the morning and a book's laying in the middle of the floor. And it's just the two of them. Nobody else could be there to, do this. Nobody else could be in there.
So a ghost is taking books off the shelf and throwing them on the floor.
Yeah. And so we had just gotten done filming the story.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt right now.
It's tea time. Yes, thank you.
Tea time. Enjoy.
Okay, you'd finished filming the story.
Okay, so we were filming the story, and she had just told me about the story, and we were walking out, and I passed the bookshelf where the books are, and I stopped and I said, throw one of those books out. I just kind of joked around.
Right.
I turned around, and as I did, this book flew off the shelf.
It flew off the shelf.
I mean, all I heard was thump behind me.
Did you see this?
I didn't see it. I actually had to stand there with the camera, but it wasn't on because we just got done.
Of course not.
And yeah, right. Of course not. We just got done filming, and all of a sudden hear this noise and I kind of see it laying there on the floor, just like, it just happened, like, strange.
Okay, so
And so, is the book haunted? I don't know. I haven't read the book yet, but I think I was going to buy the book, but the owner gave it to me because there was obviously some kind of message or reason why the book was burned.
yes,
So sooner or later, I'll get around to reading
get
it.
around to reading the book.
Yes.
That's the spirit.
Yes, that's the
right.
That's
spirit,
the
right?
spirit. Yes, thank you. A little bit of Bannister humor, not too much. It just don't want to overdose. Now, you mentioned this psychic. Do you know a lot of psychics?
Yes, a lot of psychics, a lot of ghost hunters have abilities.
Now,
I have some abilities myself.
which leads me to my next question. I am always nonplussed by this. Why don't more psychics work at banks?
Maybe they do.
You
I don't know.
as fortune tellers.
Yes.
See, you
'Cause it
would
doesn't
you
pay
wouldn't have
enough.
to you wouldn't have to fill out any forms or anything because they would already know
Exactly.
Right,
what you wanted to
exactly.
transact when you show up.
Yep.
The problem is, I have tons of psychic friends, and they can't really predict their own lives. They'll have a message and they'll share it with somebody, but
Now,
They wouldn't.
is a psychic the same as being a medium?
what did you think? A psychic? They're all
They'll
different
they'll
types
say
of
that
psychics.
there's different types, and
A
they'll say
medium, I
they're
think, and I'm not a psychic medium, but they are able to conjure up the actual entity that you want to talk to.
But
Like
now-
if you want to talk to somebody deceased, they
Which is
can-
another intriguing question. If a medium is obese, does that make them a large medium?
Oh, we got a joke for that one. You want to tell?
Oh,
you want to tell the
good.
joke?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, please.
don't
He
remember.
has
by
a
all means.
name.
I
He
don't-
has a name. He's a Psychic 2XL.
Oh, yeah.
That's his name, actually.
Ah, I see. Okay.
He's not a medium. He's a Psychic 2XL.
Yep.
That's a
I
little joke
get
that we
it,
always
yes. Okay, and what else do we have here?
say. Okay, well, let's see. Did you want to? Well, you want to show him what this is and how
This
it
is
works?
this
We
is
can see if
called
you're
a
haunted or not.
K2 meter, and it
K2 meter.
right, and it measures the electronic magnetic field because spirits are supposedly made up of energy.